Hi there, BattleTech Mech Warrior fans. Welcome back to another video. This time, we're going to be looking at a force pack from House Kurita, the Draconis Combine. Bizarrely, this is the fifth time I'm doing this video because I had some issues where when I opened the box, it didn't seem quite right, but it got sorted out anyway. And then when I did my main full video, either I didn't press record or somehow the file didn't transfer over to my laptop, which is a bit of a shame, and not much I can do about that except do this video again. So I do apologize. I have opened this box, I have done the review, but this is going to be my sixth review. But not really, there was one main full review, so this is my second review. But yeah, this is the House Ranger Lance. It complements the Command Lance, which is on the YouTube channel. You can have a look at that, which has the the Shiro and the Grand Dragon, the Akuma. Oh my god, my brain, and the one I can't pronounce properly without butchering it, so I won't even try. So anyway, these are the four mechs that you get. So you get a new sculpt Panther, Avatar, the Chimera, which I wasn't really aware of this mech, which is bizarre, but not really. And then the Venom, which is a alternate model to the Spider. So these are the four mechs. I'll put them on here like this, so you can have a look at the back of it, the box. This isn't, so in some places this is available. So I think in the US some people have managed to get it, even though there's a delay in shipping, because I think they said like it's going to be middle of February. This is the second week in February, by the way. So Valentine's Day, in fact. So I think next week, because I've got some orders for this and they should be shipping soon. So that's kind of good. In Europe, it's available in some places, but not in others. So I don't know what is going on with the distribution of Catalyst Games BattleTech. In the UK, you can't get this. You can't pre-order it anywhere on any of the sites, which is, again, very, very frustrating for a lot of my players. And I'm sure UK players generally, but even in Europe there's only a few sites that have got it available, which is really bizarre. And it's the same with Atheist Scouring Sands. Like, some of my regular stores that I go to in Europe, they don't have it, but some others do. So they must be ordering directly from CGL or one of the distributors in the US to get their stock in. Whatever stock has arrived hasn't really made it into Europe. But one of the guys, Chris, he did say that he managed to pick up from Finland, and I don't know that store. So again, I'm not sure what's going on. It's bizarre. Anyway, let's do this video. Let's talk about the Chimera, because I think that's a really good fun one. Because what I wasn't sure about this mech, I was going to go, do you know what, I'm going to put it into Solaris. But then I saw the Alpha Strike card for it. So let's have a look at the card. Oh no, what have I done with the card? Dun dun dun. I think it's in this one here. Here it is. So the card is here. So this is the cheap version. So it's got a team 2, nice short range damage, which is pretty good, and not bad armor. At 26 points, it's pretty good, and it can jump, which is really brilliant. If we turn it over, 37 points, more jump, same armor, but TMM3, brilliant, and good short range and medium range damage. This is really nice. Now, I was trying to somebody commented on my video, and I really appreciate it. I mentioned the Jenna because it is one of my favorite mechs to use. And I pulled out a Jenna that I thought would be quite good for this. So let's have a comparison just very quickly. And the reason I'm pulling these out is I'm trying to pull together a force for Scouring Sands. And I thought, let's compare and see what we think. So this has got more structure and armor. It does better, about the same really in terms of damage. Less jump, more maneuverability, but a TMM3. Do you know what? This is a hard shout. You know what? I like this one because it's got energy, but then I do like this because it's got energy, it's got melee, it's got TSM, and the mobile HQ, so it can add initiative. It can use the triple strength mimer to boost its movement and its damage. I'm not fully familiar with the full abilities. It's also got a C3 slave, which is brilliant. I presume the C3S is the C3 slave, so it can be wired into a C3 system. That would be good fun to actually use. Anyway, so I am really tempted to one. I've got some Jenners, but I need to dig them out. But I've got this easy access available, so I might just turn to use this Chimera. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, it's a good choice. I mean, TMM3 is really good. I think it's fab. I like it, and the sculpt looks great. It does look a bit of a odd design. It's kind of it's got the bipedal, sorry, the reverse legs on it. The sculpt is brilliant. Oh yeah, sorry. As part of this, you get this little flap which you have to glue on, which I've done. I glued it once, but I didn't put enough glue that I use, and it actually came off. Now this is pretty sturdy now, but I used this glue here, E6000. There you go, and it's brilliant. Yes, it's a bit of a gel glue, and there's quite a lot on there, but I'll be able to cut into it and get rid of some of the excess. I think it's better than using super glue because that link there is very tenuous, very small amount. So I think using super glue, it will probably just, you touch it and it will just fall to pieces or fall away. So anyway, that's that. I like it. Let's look at the Panther. Another great Draconis Combine mech. New sculpt. Yeah, the detail on this is brilliant. There's no flash. There's no, apart from that little bit there, some mold lines, I mean. But it's good. I like it. And then the card for the Panther, this is the 19.1 TMM1, which is devastating for a light mech with so little armor and in structure, so eternal structure. But on the reverse, you have it at 22 points, better damage across that, and it can jump here. And again, for 22 points or 19 points, it's a filler, isn't it? It's got to round off your units if you're short in that area. You've got to be fighting at medium range quite a bit. So again, it's nice. I do think it warrants a consideration at least. Anyway, so we can put that there. So nice, like it, nice, well done on that. Overall, I think it's a nice little combo. Now, I want to go to the Venom, and I'll leave the Avatar to last. So the Venom, I do like. It's got a massive amount of jump jets, and when we look at the card, you'll see why. So 16 jump jets, and 16. So there's 25 point and a 33 point. It's just got a bunch of lasers. So again, this is a good one to actually use. And in fact, if we compare it to the Chimera, the higher point values, it's very similar, except the Venom is much cheaper. I want to say much, 10%, 4 points, but better movement, less damage, and it has energy weapons. So in fact, I am tempted. Hey, should we take you? It does look really cool as well. I like it. Yeah. But I think I am going to probably go with the Chimera only because it has TSM and I want to find out how to use that and what it does in Alpha Strike, because I like doing things a bit different. So I'm hoping that it will give me that. But I do like its maneuverability of 16 jump jets, which is brilliant. So good. I mean, I could take both, couldn't I? Oh my god, decisions. Right. So yeah, great. The detail, I mean, the quality of the sculpts are getting better. There's hardly any mode lines that I can notice or see. So wonderful. And then we've got the Avatar. So this is one of the first Omnimex designed by Draconis Combine. So when we look at it, you've got the 37 point version and the 38 point version. Same movement, same TMM, same armor, except and it's just the damage that varies. So that's the sniper variant, and that's the brawler. So you've got more damage at medium range. It's got case, indirect fire, flak 4. The model looks great. It's really nice. Kind of reminds me of the Vulture, which is one of my favorite mechs. I'll be tempted, but I'm going to put it in probably a 30-50 force, I reckon. See how it goes. But that is it. This is a much shorter video. I think my original video was about 15-20 minutes long, because I wasn't sure where that little piece went, but it goes there on the Chimera. We'll have a quick look at any of the pilots, see if we recognise any sort of famous people. Not that I'm a massive lore nerd. I've already read maybe a dozen books or so, not all of the books. But, sorry, excuse me. There's nothing I recognise in terms of key characters. So anyway, sorry, I'm struggling a bit today with my throat. Might be coming down with a cold, which is not a good thing. So yeah, this is really nice. I mean, the price point is about 30 quid, $30. I think I've seen some people sell it for a bit less, but it's really hard to sort of figure out whether it's going to be available. So if you see it, grab it while you can, if you want to. But for me, I think the key things are going to be, I'm going to be using that and that. So the Panther and the Venom in a 3039 force, or a pre-3039 force of a build up to the War of 3039. So I probably won't use this in my Scouring Sands campaign. So I think I'm going to be using the Chimera. These two will definitely complement the House Command Lance 100%, because I'll be using some of those. I'll bring the Akuma forward. Obviously the Grand Dragon is there anyway, and probably the Shiro, yeah, because I can substitute as a the Nodachi or something like that. Anyway, that's me just rambling on and on. Thank you, people. Please do leave a like or subscribe if you're unsure, you don't like some of the things I've said, or you think there's a way I can improve my videos. Please do let me know. I'm happy, and I'll read your comments anyway. So anyway, I'll catch you in the next video. Take care and stay safe and happy hunting. Bye.